Welcome back to WWE 2K22 MyGM Mode. I am your host, attackslug. It is week 4, so next week is the Premium Live event, aka pay-per-view. And I do want to see, what if I hit the R3 button? So auto-booking will auto-book the show, but not the promo. So what does the AI think I should do? John Cena, Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor and Red Monsoon. Asuka versus Bianca. Randy Orton versus Drew. And then the tag teams doing their tag team things in a tables matchup. Also a tables matchup. So, it's going to get some insight here onto what the AI thinks should be done. And then guess what? Clear and clear and clear. And I'll do it myself. So, not booking Kevin Owens with Finn Balor when they're in an active feud, that just seems foolish on their part. So, first things first, I have learned we must actually go and hit this to go hit this on every single thing to make sure it gets purchased and is activated for what we do here. And we are now already 50 grand in the hole, had not booked a single freaking match yet. But that is what it is, and we do what we does. Now, who in the free agents section might there be right? There was Joe. Joe's a fighter. We need someone to fight the beast Brock Lesnar, who is a bruiser. So Joe's a face, Brock's a heel, 5 weeks, 70 grand, sure. Give me that Samoan submission machine. Meanwhile, over in the Legends section, yes, 10 weeks of Stone Cold is 10 weeks of Stone Cold. But at $218,000 for that, that seems a bit much for my current 471 in the bank on that. Now, ratings journal. Journal. So, to the moon. Rest your current champions this week before now. Rest how? Rest on not having matches or promos? Because can they still cut promos to further their feuds? We know Bianca is challenging Asuka on pay-per-view. And obviously Randy challenges Drew. But if both of those end up with call-out promos to elevate those feuds heading into that Premium Live event, let's find out. So, call-out promo. We got Drew. Well, no, let's do it backwards. Call out promo. It's going to be Randall calling out Drew. All right? And now, are we still meeting our yes? So it's just don't have them in matches is the way to finish up this power card. So have them in hot angles and hot promos, but not actually in matches. Same thing here in our third promo. We have Bianca calling out Asuka and continuing that bit of business. But in terms of matches, so we can't put, well, we can if we hire. I'm going to say we can't put any matches with ladies, that's going to help our show, but they're currently in a call-out promo. I don't have any other ladies in my roster, so I should probably hire some more, shouldn't I? The question is, are there any I actually want on my card? So Mia Yim and Candice are both fighters. Maurice also a fighter. And it's like, bro, I can get in Maurice, but do I have Maurice versus a jobber for no reason just to have girls on the card? Like, I could. Who's in the Legends? Is there anybody legendary here? Trish Stratus is a fighter. So what if we popped a rating with Trish versus Beth? What if that happened? I think it's fighter and bruiser, right? Let me go double check on that. So, Brock Lesnar, main event, Brock Lesnar. So, Brocky boy is a bruiser. Brock, bruiser and fighter, yes. So, Brock and Joe, bruiser versus fighter. And they're both at mid-level stamina, but they're also both on short-term deals. And they're not booked, as of right now, for the Premium Live event. Therefore, main event, going to be a tables match. Playa holla holla. So there we go with that. But yes, that is a bruiser and a fighter. So therefore, to have some ladies on the card on the roster in the Legends here, and we'll sign Trish for 5 weeks, and we'll sign Beth for 5 weeks. So we've spent a lot of money here, and we're still above where William Regal is, so yeah. There's that. There's that. And again, it's a short-term deal for these ladies, therefore we'll put them in the mid-card, and that mid-card will be Trish, and it will be Beth Phoenix. So those match up. They both have 5-week deals. They have pretty average popularity, and they will compete in, well, look, I don't want to spend too much here, so that's a lot of cash. Let's just do a regular standard match. Again, don't want to overspend if we don't have to. Also, we're still booking John Cena, cutting them promos because it's John Cena, and he has 3 weeks on his contract. I've only used here on promos, but hey, it's John Cena, right? Use what you got. So we're going to open with a tag team contest. So let's get in here, do a tag team bit of business. It will be The New Day, your champions, versus Kushida and Chad Gable. Now, oh no. I can't do that. Don't book your champions. So it's going to have to be Red Monsoon and Timber. The heel jobbers versus, that's all heels. No, I can't do that. What if we said, hey, can Kevin Owens coexist with Finn Balor? And will that actually increase their feud? I don't know. No, wait, no, I didn't say Xavier. I said not Big O and Xavier Woods. It's going to be, because that will still fail, right? Like, not a single champion can get booked on your show before the actual PLE. So, again, Kevin Owens and Finn Balor. How will they coexist? I don't know. And in the mid-card, do we have anything left? We can book, well, we can't book Drew, or Asuka, or Kofi, or Xavier. We can have Jobber versus Jobber. I mean, look, you could at least give me a face jobber to do that with. So, at the very least, what we have here in the free agents, Clint McDougal, he has a 28 popularity, so they're all kind of, yeah, you know what? Dewey Carter, it's 40 grand for a permanent. I don't want a permanent jobber. I don't need a permanent jobber. So, yes, 10 grand, and actually, no, I'm sorry. The name Mr. Higglesby is hilarious. So, for a mere $5,000, we have basically a Duke the Dumpster Droese type talent. So, yes, garbage day as such. Which means, yeah, optional bonus, baby. Optional bonus. Love it. Which means we have, hold on. Let's move this match up. So, L3 to swap to right there. And in our just middle of the show, it's going to be your Red Monsoon versus, well, no, 34. How much is the Monsoon? 34. So, now let's just do Timber, who's not that hurt, versus Mr. Higglesby. And they're both bruisers. You know, I can't win. I can't win trying to book these matches. It's really annoying. So in the interest of things going, I've already interfered on behalf of Timber before. So you know what? Sure. GM interference on behalf of Timber again. I like that lumberjack. And he's okay. Like, it's dumb, but okay. So save that match. And there is our go-home show. So the highlight here is multiple call-out promos. And again, Brock and Joe tables in the main event. And that should be what it needs to be. And if this don't beat Regal, I don't know. I don't know. But I already used my veto. And that veto happens for the big show. Right? Mania Backlash. So let's confirm this wild show. I am now right under 300 grand. I spent a lot this week. So if that don't beat Regal, I don't know. So, tag team match. Owens and Balor. Will they coexist versus Kushida and Gable? What do we have? Yes, they coexisted. It is a 1.5 star. Disappointing as it would be. We had the call out promo. So, okay. Level 3 on that feud. Love it. This terrible mid-card thing. Just terrible. Just terrible. And what do we got? It's Tim Burr on 1 star. 1 star. Now, Burr and Higglesby are, yeah, okay. Look, John Cena, doing good. It's John Cena. This is face versus face, and I don't expect much, but they're both legends, and Trish Stratus wins that matchup. Pure satisfaction. Disappointing. Disappointing. So, this whole thing with Triple H saying don't book your champions is really what hosed me here, and that is what it is. Now then, excellent between those two. And the main events should hopefully be okay. Let's do it. We've done everything else right except for having good matches on the show, which means we are going to knock things out of the park on that premium live event. I'm talking tables, I'm talking Extreme Rules, I'm talking, you know, all those expensive matches, because it's pay-per-view. That's where you do them, is on your big shows. So you save them and hopefully knock it out of the park on that. Also, Brock, we've seen your entrance here, so you could get your pyro, and then we'll go to Joe is gonna kill you here at the NXT arena, where Joe is certainly quite comfortable. Regal! Get better security! And Joe, why are the lights just kind of hanging there in the middle of the whatever? Joe is here. And I'm thrilled to have Joe in my building. You didn't get him, Regal. He's here, not on your show. So, Joe. Love it. Love it. Now then, let's get these two in hopefully a hard-hitting tables match with a good rating, even though they aren't actually in a feud. I mean, not yet at least. So, hopefully, Joe puts up more of a fight than Damian Priest did, because that was just a sad display. And then Priest cost me $100,000. I had him for 1 week, hired him for $100,000, and no, I'm sorry, 2 weeks, right? I interfered on behalf of Tim Burr, and then he lost to Brock convincingly, and that was it. And he's like, no, give me another $100,000. I was like, look, Priest, you're out of here. I'm sorry. But yeah, Brock's gonna Brock. And I don't know who now to put Brock up against if this is going to be his thing where he just absolutely and totally, thoroughly is that dominant. I'm perhaps can put him up against, you know, either Randy and or Drew, depending on the class involved there. I actually don't know which classes those are. So I know Brock's a bruiser, and he can't fight John Cena because it's also in the same class, which is, again, annoying in terms of how I want to book things here. But yes, Brock doing what Brock does and running right through Samoa Joe. So, it's a shame. It's a real shame. It's a damn dirty shame. However, we know that this will not win Brock the matchup. Only a table will win Brock this matchup. So, sure, the absolute inhuman power of Brock Lesnar is staggering and impressive. But if Joe manages to somehow, someway, sneak through and put Brock through a table, then Joe wins the match. And that's all we can ask for here, because Brock is going to Brock. And now Brock going for that table. It might be over real quick, folks. Real freaking quick. So Brock, come on, Joe, get up. Get up, Joe. Oh, it's in the corner. All right. Joe. We want it, Joe. We need it. Take down that Suplex City. Deconstruct it to the ground. And another table in the equation from the submission machine. And Brock just standing there. Just, all right, wait for it. A third table. Dueling tables. And now 2 are in the ring. And almost 3 are in the ring. It's oops all tables. So, Joe, come on, Joe. You had it, and you lost it. And Brock's heading towards Sig pretty quickly here. So it could be over much faster than we thought it might be with Lesnar and that Wood in control. So maybe, just maybe, a nice reversal here for Joe, but otherwise it's going to be all she wrote. Oh, see? You never know. If Joe can capitalize, if Joe can capitalize. Nope, that's the wrong direction. I love the energy. I love the, hey, I'm going to German suplex Brock Lesnar. Great, fantastic. But the taunting didn't help you there, Joe. And now Brock. Oh, snap. I told you. Just that one reversal. I could have used a replay there for that. Because holy crap. That was a shocking upset on behalf of Joe. I told you it could happen, and it happened, and I love it. So, much obliged, Joe. Much obliged. Appreciate you. Now then, 3 stars. New rivalry. Ding, 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 gloom. Does that say the rest of this show? Not really, but you do what you gotta do, right? Now then, we have tables to open and tables to close here on Smackdown. And let's see if Walter or Swerve come through on this matchup. It is a Walter putting Swerve through a table, 3 stars. Natalya cuts a promo. It's good for charity. Titus and MVP. 1, 2, 3. Titus O'Neil. Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. 2.5. Call out Dakota Kai and nobody Mina than Tamina. Weak. Mid-card tag team. So when you book a call out, the person being called out can also be in a match. Just something to keep in mind there on that booking. But Alexa and Becky, what do they got versus Tamina and Mandy? I'm going to assume it's going to be Becky and Alexa. So 2.5, it's okay. Now then, Otis, continual promos, and yeah, it's good. Main event time. Those SmackDown tag team titles. Will we see Baron 2 belts? That's the question. So, nope. So Booker T and Ilya in a 4-star banger take out Eichner and Corbin. And again, I lost to SmackDown. Look at those numbers. Look at those numbers and how I just thoroughly got trounced. But we're going to have pay-per-view here, right? And nobody I have is injured. SmackDown, what do we got? So they managed to keep Dakota off of that show in a match because she's pretty banged up. And there we go. So I, again, 93 and I got 71. I'm assuming they got like 98 or whatever it is. Like, you know, I made some money, but, yeah, it was what it was, and it is what it is. Didn't like Beth versus Trish because they're both faces, because they're both legends, and that's, yeah, to the moon. What does it do? I don't know. Meanwhile, SmackDown 100 got them 79,000, and their lead continues. Regal is totally trouncing me, but it's time for a premium live event. So 1317 versus 1290, and he is maintaining his money. It is time for WrestleMania Backlash. Chad Gable's deal is up. Do I re-sign him? So 55K. How about 38K? What do you say? Nope. I'll take it. He took the deal. That's the important part, but we'll see how things go with that. Red Monsoon, I'm not re-signing. I'm sorry. Red Monsoon, even at 5,000. All right, let's underpay Monsoon by a lot, because I don't care about this heel jobber. So nope. I'll see you later, Monsoon. I always find more heel jobbers. Goodbye. Triple H. So the mismatch was Burr versus Higglesby. Look, I know it was, but I had to book somebody, right? Now then, Giants and Cruisers, Fighters and Bruisers, Specialists against any class. So, yes. Bianca loved being on a bigger stage this week. Also, she gets her opportunity at Asuka on the PLE. And Mr. Higglesby is not pleased because I did that thing with Tim Burr one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches to book for this premium live event. Let's check on the free agents. Charlotte Flair, Carmella, Sheamus, Jeff Hardy, Murphy, Peyton Royce, Lynch A, and there's Oni again. So yes, some names here. Over in the Legends, it's still kind of Stone Cold, Macho Man, Eddie, Batista, Triple H, and that kind of thing. So yes, they're there. The Hurricane is here. What's up with that? And that's it for today. So next time will indeed be WrestleMania Backlash. Tune in for that. We'll see you then. See you here. I'm Attack Slug, and I'm out.